as I move through this. And the purpose of this webinar is to give a preview of the Growth Drive launch course. Now, two of you on this call are actually Growth Drive specialists, meaning you've been through the launch course materials and through the specialized certification workshop, which is the second level of training. Today, we're going to talk about the Growth Drive launch course, which is an online course. And so let's dive right in and talk about it. And so what this course covers is how to use the Growth Drive playbook. And Growth Drive is a playbook for building a thriving advisory business. And when I say build a thriving advisory business, the premise is that if we can deliver client results, things are going to be good for them and good for us. And all of us want to increase our reach and relevance with business owning clients. So whether you're an evaluator, a management consultant, a CPA business advisor, fractional CFO, a personal advisor, a financial advisor who's involved in exit planning, and M&A. We have a lot of M&A advisors who are getting into growth advisory to help their clients really cement the value of their business. We want to be able to have these deep conversations with our clients, deliver the help they need to move their company where they want it to go. And after taking the course, you will be able to add 2 new profitable, very valuable services, 2 or more. So we're going to really teach the Growth Drive playbook and give you the skills and tools you need to apply immediately in client engagements. And it's one of my mantras is that these courses need to deliver resources, tools, training that you can deliver right now. Now, the launch course is built on the shoulders of giants. It will, of course, cover the course workbook or playbook. We also use materials from Traction, Scaling Up, terrific book, Financial Intelligence from Harvard Business, Culture Code, $1 Million Consulting Proposals, and more. So we really bring together a tremendous amount of thinking that is proven in the market, importantly, proven in the market, and put it at your disposal. And you don't just hear from me, lucky you, you'll also hear from industry leaders. And in fact, we have a couple of other speakers who are trying to, we're working with them to get them to lead modules of the course. I lead a part of this. We have Ed Wonke will be joining. He and I have worked together for a long time. Garth Tebay from GBO up in Ohio. Andy Weevil, who was instrumental in helping design this course, create this course. He's over in the UK. He's a very accomplished growth consultant. And of course, Larry Prince, with whom many of you are familiar, who is a management consultant, growth advisor, and he actually helps teach the certification workshop as well. The course is a journey. It's 3 days, and it's designed to fit with a busy schedule. So although it's 3 days, it's not 3 whole days. It is 3 days from 10 till noon Eastern and from 3 to 5 Eastern, which should fit in very well with a busy schedule. On the first day, we're going to talk about, you're going to learn about successfully starting the growth conversation on this, and then move into analysis and the 3 dimensions of business growth. How do we leverage, understand a business, leverage technologies like Core Value Advisor software to create the data we need to then move into design. How do we redesign a business to make sure that it can meet the goals that we've discovered in that initial conversation, growth conversation? And then on the third day, we'll move into execution, change management, holding our clients accountable. So it is a terrific course that covers all 3 phases of an engagement. As I said, 3 days, 12 modules taught in 6 2-hour modules. Easy for me to say. So very, very convenient and easy to use. And if you miss a module, not a problem, because you'll also have access to the recordings. And the goal is to help you differentiate your advisory business. So we're going to walk through, I'm not going to do it today, but we're going to walk you through this course and this chart. And we're really trying to get the business owner to understand, or the CEO to understand what their ultimate goal is. And at the end of the day, all of us end up wanting to connect our business to our personal wealth, take care of our employees, our stakeholders, creditors, suppliers, the communities in which we operate, and work our way back to creating a business that can deliver on these goals. And so we're going to talk about the business. We're going to talk about to the CEO about freedom, getting back control of their time, and converting their life's work into wealth at some point down the road, right? The entire course is built on the 3 dimensions of business growth. 3 dimensions of business growth are dimension 1, creating predictable profits and cash flow. And think for a moment what a business looks like, the experience your client would have if you can help them create predictable profits and cash flow. All right, that's sleeping well at night. We can then take the cash that we need, the capital resource that we've created with predictable cash flow, and place educated bets going into the future on growth. In what areas do we need to invest to have a company that doesn't have this hockey stick growth? I've done that. It is sometimes fun, but generally chaotic. Turn it into sustainable growth, 20% per year, year after year, which is robust growth, all the while making the conscious connection between profits and cash flow and the value of the business, because the value of the business is in the multiple. It's not in profits, right? Profits get multiplied by a number. And I've got Ron Everett, one of the leading evaluators out there on this call. We want to make a conscious connection so that the company is operating at the top end of the range of multiples, so that every dollar of EBITDA becomes, for example, $6 at the deal table. 3 dimensions of business growth. These are dimensions, not phases. You can work in all 3 dimensions at the same time. They're interrelated and they depend on each other. So what we'll learn is how to take a business that has, for example, $1.2 million of EBITDA, that at a 2 times multiple is worth $2.4 million, and morph this business, redesign the business so that by doubling EBITDA, we actually take the value of the business from 2.4 million to 14.4 million. And take a moment to think about the experience your client would have, how your client will view you, what role you will play if you're able to deliver this type of change for your client. And guys, the data is in. This is a proven process that is being used in the market today by your colleagues. A couple of people on this call, hi Tina, hi Steve, are using this in their practices today to drive client engagements. So starts with educating the client. This all goes into, this is rolled into the 3 days of the class. Current enterprise value, de-risking the business so that it's at the top end of the range of multiples at today's EBITDA. And then for many clients, 83%, in fact, we have that data, 83% of clients actually have an aspirational revenue and value goal that is above today's potential, and we can help them get there, okay? All of this is in the course. If you think in terms of an engagement timeline, and this is in the playbook, an engagement timeline might start with creating predictable profits and cash flow. And if this is either redesigning the business or auditing the fact that this, in fact, can occur predictably. The key word is predictably. Predictable growth, predictable transferable value. And there are 8 objectives and key results, OKRs, that are relevant to moving in each of these dimensions. But this is our foundation, and we'll spend a significant amount of time talking about this launch pad for growth so that we can maximize the value of the business at today's EBITDA while creating a company that's easier to run, okay? Because it's a more process-driven company with a senior leadership team that is focused on and accountable to moving the company forward towards the owners, shareholders, 1 or more, vision and mission, okay? There's a proven client ROI here. And when you use tools like Core Value Advisor software, we can show our client from the first conversation the value, the ROI for working with us. In this case, $3.8 million. And this is an example Gantt chart of what how are we going to phase this project? You don't boil the whole ocean. You can't drink the whole ocean at once. How are we going to do this in a systematic, plan-driven way so that we move the client from where they are today, from their status quo, to their ultimate goals? Okay. So what's in this playbook? You're going to get a playbook. Let me grab a copy. In fact, we're shipping out a bunch today to people who have registered for the course. It's the course playbook. It's meaty. There's a lot in here. This is a case-based course. So you get the case materials. There's a copy of every report that you can get out of Core Value, all right, that you can push a button and print. You get the facts, discover report, this initial analysis. You get an operational value report that be generated after doing a deep analysis of the business, growth strategy report. These are all in the book, and we work with them during the course. 3 dimensions of business growth and the growth pyramid, the growth conversation handout. I cannot overstate how important, powerful this is. This is a script for leading a comprehensive conversation with your client so that we make sure we refine their goals, so that when they say, for example, I want to double my EBITDA, I want to double profits, that we say, that's great, and I can help you do that. Why? Well, I want to double them because blank. Oh, and why do you want to blank? Okay, so ultimately, when you ask why enough times, we get the client to we develop trust, depth, and understanding of where this is on the horizon. And I always liken it to swinging through the ball, right? So we don't want to tell the client, when the client says, I want to hit the baseball, that ball is here. You need to swing through, right? If you're going to create momentum, if you're going to create sustainable growth, if you're going to create real predictable value, you need to swing through the ball and understand where that ball needs to end up. Okay, whether you play golf or baseball, more of a baseball guy myself. All right, so a lot of growth conversation resources, sample proposals. This how to write a perfect proposal. I actually use this myself. We eat our own dog food. I just use this proposal format to deliver a winning proposal to a large firm. And coupled with this, we look at Alan Weiss's $1 Million Consulting Proposals. It's a terrific resource. You can see it here. Doing this ad hoc. You can see it right here. These are the books you're going to get when you register for the course, and we use them. Some in the class, and then in ongoing conversations afterwards. Strategic growth project plan template, execution materials, all of the slides that are included in the course, and then a reading guide, and importantly, book summaries. So we'll give you summaries of a lot of these books that are quick, 8-page with graphics that'll help you get a quick look, maybe a refresher. We've all read Traction, right? We've all read Scaling Up. A quick refresher for you to use. So this all leads to a very sophisticated advisor support platform that is yours to join, right? This is not required, it's optional. Master classes, study groups. We just announced our fall conference, November 7th, 8th, and 9th in Charleston, South Carolina. This is a community of senior professionals that works very closely together. There are a number of resources that are available now. More are being brought online, from back office support to study groups to very sophisticated premium peer-to-peer business advisor mastermind groups, delivering a ton of value because they're so incredibly impactful to you and to your practice. Now, after taking the course, you will be able to deliver 2, possibly 3 new services. Why do I say possibly? We'll get to that. Analysis services, $4,500 to $10,000 projects, right? Analyze the client's business and deliver that analysis to them. Design, take your analysis and convert it into a redesign of the business, a plan, a strategic growth project plan that your client can execute and move their business from the status quo to their goals, $10,000 to $50,000 for these project planning, these design engagements. And then execution. Not everyone wants to get involved with execution. And we think of it in terms of 1 to 5, right? You might be a 1, I don't want to be involved in execution at all. Or a 5, this is what I live for. This is what I want to do. I only want to have a couple of clients and I want to basically live in their offices. Terrific. Those are long-term engagements for which your colleagues are charging $3,000 to $5,000 a month, $36,000 to $60,000 a year. Okay, analyze, design, execute. And what this means is that you're going to get a 1 engagement return on investment. Your investment in the course will be more than rewarded if you win a single engagement, and you will. This is a proven process, right? So you're going to get the Growth Drive playbook that I just showed you. With templates, scripts, guides, tremendous resources. The course books right here, of which you get a copy, and guidance, importantly, guidance on how to use them. The 12 live learning modules in which you'll have a chance to ask questions. All of the course presentation slides are, of course, presented to you, available as recordings, and are included in the playbook. For existing core evaluators, people using core value, this is really going to turbocharge your use of core value. It takes it to the next level. All right. For new members, people who are not yet using core value or aren't for some reason or another, you get a free trial. What does this do for you? These are all the tools and training that you need to win a new engagement. Okay. I'll tease this. We're also going to have some marketing resources available, not through the course separately, but through the Growth Drive community coming later this summer. The course is only $1,299, okay? And if you're a current core evaluator, there's a code you can use to save $300. So it's a tremendous value. This is a tremendous value, guys. And it sets you up to come and take the Growth Drive Specialist Certification Workshop, again, completely optional. Steve, Tina, you guys have been through it. The reports back, the customer satisfaction surveys are off the charts. In fact, I have them hung on my wall over here because it's a reminder of how important and how impactful this is for members of our community. And so we want to help you expand your reach and relevance and build a thriving advisory business. So you should register for the course. It's easy. We'll ship you the playbook. As I said, we're shipping them out, on a rotating basis. We're shipping some out today. You get free membership in the Growth Drive community. This is a community of senior professionals. It's really the leading community of experts on growing profits and transferable value. And this course is having a deep impact on your colleagues. And I hope, and I will work very hard to make sure that it has a deep impact on yours as well, that you get a terrific ROI. So to register, it's easy. Go to growth-drive.com, click on the courses, the launch course, register with your credit card, and away you go. As soon as you register, you'll hear from the team, and we'll get your materials out to you. Your materials, these books, access to the online courses, importantly, the course playbook, and more. So with that is a quick overview. I'd be happy to open it up to questions if you have any. Ronald raised his hand. Ron, go ahead.
Hey, George, this is incredible. I didn't realize that you had developed such a comprehensive program with core value as a big part of it, obviously. But I have to say, it's really impressive. And God, you put so much work into this. I know what it takes to put together some of this stuff, in such a comprehensive way. So it's absolutely amazing. And I'm going to definitely sign up. I'll probably renew my core value software membership as well, license, which is probably collecting dust for some reason at this point. But yeah, this is certainly re-energizing for me, and I love what you're doing. I got some other things going on that kind of fit into this program that we can talk about offline. But yeah, appreciate the summary. Excellent.
Excellent. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to having you in the class. Thank you.
Sure.
Matt, Tina, any questions?
It's exclusively online, is that right?
Yes, it is. This is online. That's correct. And then the certification workshop this November is down in Charleston. It's a really great event. Tina was at the most recent one. And that is an intensive skull, 2 days of serious skull session, where what we do is we work together as a group. It's very limited capacity. So it's 12 to 15 max participants. And we then practice what you've learned in the launch course. And it is, I'd let Tina address how that's been for her. Thanks, Matt. Great question.
Well, that sounds great. And what are the dates on the certification course?
November 7th.
November?
Yes, November 7th and 8th in Charleston.
Great, thank you.
I'll be signing the hotel contract today. Any other questions? Okay. Well, if there are no more questions, I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll send the recording out to you. And thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you very soon. Any questions? I'm easy to get hold of. George@growth-drive.com. Thanks.
Thanks, George.
Go ahead.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.